No. It's real quiet on that one, huh?
Anyone?
Me, I'm going with Jordan. I'm not part of this big battle that they call LeBron versus Jordan. I'm going with Jordan for the old school. Follow his game a little bit. Yeah, he was all around better. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes, I mean, he was a better shooter, but I just think that LeBron James is the more complete player. You know, he can play all 5 positions, just like Magic Johnson could. Michael Jordan could not play center. LeBron James can play center, small forward. He can bring the ball down. And also he plays small forward. He can do it all. Michael Jordan could not. But Michael Jordan was a better scorer, but heck, I mean, why not? You shoot the ball 50 times a game, you would be the better scorer.
I got to go with Michael Jordan. I mean, he's one of my childhood favorites. I mean, he's always on point. You know, he's directed the team. And if you really look at it, I mean, any team that he participated with, he played for, especially like Chicago Bulls or North Carolina, when he was, in college. I mean, they were champion teams. That was great. He's a true leader. Look at the rings. You know, he got a lot of championship rings also. So, I mean, he's a legend. He's legendary.
Well, if you look at the rings, heck, the best player of all time would be Bill Russell. Bill Russell won 11 championships in the 13 years that he played. The only time that he didn't win was in 1958 against the St. Louis Hawks. Then Wilt Chamberlain led Philadelphia 76ers beat the Celtics in 5 games in 1967. But Jordan, the Bulls, they were playoff teams when Michael Jordan came into the league, but they did not become a top echelon team until he got Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant.
B.J. Armstrong.
Hey,
Yeah. But then look at well, back in the day, you know, they had the slam dunk contest and everything.
Yeah,
Jordan's winning things like that.
Well, I'm not talking about a slam dunk contest. I'm talking about the way he played basketball.
Yeah, and I feel that
He was the king of taking bad shots. I'm not saying that he wasn't a great player. I don't think he was the greatest of all time. This guy, I mean, I read the book, The Jordan Rules, and his teammates actually did not like him because they felt that he was a very selfish player.
So you said they were saying he was a ball hog?
Oh, big time. Bill Cartwright could not stand Michael Jordan.
Hey, but if you got the ball, you got the confidence, and if he's shining, how they gonna hate somebody who's shining at the moment? You know, he just happened to shine every game.
Well, it's a team game.
Yeah.
Basketball is a team game. I mean, you got some guy bringing the ball down the floor and he shoots all the time. Hey, there's not going to be harmony on that team.
But at the same time, look at how many times he hit 3-point shots, you know, that put him ahead. You know, when they was, you know what I'm saying, lagging, you know, basically. And he had to take the game over a lot of times with the confidence.
Well, that's
and the attitude of a winner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they can hate on him, but if they didn't have that type of enthusiasm, I could have the audacity to say something, you know what I'm saying, against him when he brought him through a lot of times. 'Cause I watched a lot of those games.
Yeah, I did too.
So if they had stepped their game up, maybe he wouldn't have the ball hog. He could have been confident enough to trust his other player teammates. You know?
Jeff, I love you to death. You're like a son to me. But
You mean country people?
Okay.
AKA JP.
okay. But what I did admire about Jordan, he had the will to win.
Yeah.
That is what I admire about him. The one thing that he has both he and LeBron are both great defenders, but LeBron seems to kind of not want to take the shot that'll win the game. Jordan always did.
They said LeBron was less selfish.
Well, true. That's true. But Jordan always wanted to have that ball when it was crunch time. He always wanted to have the ball. And an example of that was the last championship that the Bulls won. He took that last shot against Russell.
That's why I say he a just from a fan standpoint. I'm a Jordan stan.
Yeah.
He's versatile, you know.
But he was versatile.
He's versatile.
But LeBron is like physically like everything.
LeBron's more versatile.
He's versatile.
Well, look how big he is. You know, he's got speed of a point guard. You know, and then the height and the size of a forward. You know what I'm saying? A center. So, I mean, for an all-around athlete, you know, I guess
LeBron
defensive
James,
size,
hands
I
down.
could say LeBron James, but I say all-around complete athlete, from baseball to slam dunk contests to the glide. You know what I'm saying?
No. Baseball,
I guess
Michael
Jordan.
Jordan stunk at baseball.
But he
He tried.
participated in the pros though.
Well, he tried.
He tried.
Yeah.
It had to be
The guy couldn't hit a
good to play
curveball.
pro.
No.
The guy couldn't hit a curveball at all. But, okay, so let's also point this out. Now, when Michael Jordan first retired to get into that ridiculous foray of trying to be a baseball player, the Bulls were still a good team. They lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to the New York Knicks, who lost in the championship to Houston, Houston's first championship. But the Bulls were still a good team.
Jordan lost what? Two games less than when Jordan was with him.
Yeah, right. But when LeBron James left Cleveland, Cleveland was a last place team.
Yep. They
So-
left behind.
But then you look at the Miami Heat. When he left the Miami Heat and went back to Cleveland, the Miami Heat were 37-45. So Jordan was a great player, but the Bulls did not become the top echelon team. I try to tell people that until they got Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. And Jordan came back in the latter part of the 1995 season when he got some sense to stop trying to become a baseball player. He came back to the Bulls. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals, and Orlando beat them. They would have won if they had Horace Grant, but they didn't have that rebounder. Horace Grant was one of the keys to that team. But then they got Dennis Rodman. They got that power forward that they needed to rebound. Then they won the championship. They had their second three-peat. So the more impact player, in my opinion, is LeBron James. Hands down.
Well, I guess everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Hands down.
But I'd still go
I'm
with
still
Jordan.
going with Jordan. He sold the most shoes.
He sold the most shoes. Oh, come on. Yeah, he sold some shoes, but I think Michael Jordan being the greatest player, I don't think he is. I mean, Michael Jordan had a very good, he had good agents. He had a good publicity machine that hyped him up. I'm not saying that he wasn't a great player, but I just don't think that he's on the same par as LeBron James. I don't think so.
Well, I think they both are amazing players, you know. But the truth is, and exactly compare, is because their styles are, is so different, you know. The styles are different, man. So it's, both of them.
Right, they have it, and they're different eras. Because I honestly think if you had to put Jordan on team, you know what I'm saying, against LeBron and them, I think the Bulls would have won.
Well, back then when Jordan played, you could hand check a player. You could steer him in any direction that you wanted to steer him.
Yeah.
But now you cannot hand
touch
check.
it.
You can't touch it. But hey, that's why a guard like Stephen Curry is going so wild. You can't hand check him. If Stephen Curry could get hand checked, this guy would be scoring as many points as he's scoring. That's my opinion.
So you say it should be a little more physical.
I
Add a little extra
think
football
so.
to it.
I think so. I think so.
To me, I'm more
Old school.
of a football fan. I mean, I watch basketball, but I'm more into like football.
So who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
It's gonna be a hard one. But I'll tell you who I want to win. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes. Pittsburgh's one of my favorite teams too.
That's what I want, but
Yeah.
I got a
Tomlin's
feeling
great coach.
New England Patriots, they might.
But as
Might
far,
step their game up.
but I think that Roethlisberger doesn't get the props that he deserves. He's a great quarterback. The guy's won 2 Super Bowls, but when you talk about the top quarterbacks in the league, he hardly gets mentioned. It's Brady or Aaron Rodgers. They get mentioned, but Roethlisberger never gets mentioned. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Okay, so you want Pittsburgh to win, huh?
Yeah, I want Pittsburgh to put it on in. I mean, they hit a few licks at the stick, you know what I mean? And hopefully they can pull the championship.
Well, I'd like to see the Philadelphia Eagles win it. They haven't won since 1960.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
about that time.
And it's way overdue. They haven't won since they beat Green Bay Packers in 1960.
It's almost 40 years ago.
That's over 40
No, it's
years.
over 40
Yeah,
years.
it's
It's
60.
60 years.
They made a check.
Well, I guess they players just go out there just to play for the paycheck.
Yeah, that's great.
You know. So I guess maybe they just can't compete. They ain't got the right team. You know, they don't have the right roster to go. So.
So come to church with me, yeah, we.
He said they will.
Just come to my church, right? Come on.
Hey, get the winning
Yeah,
spirit
they
going
get the
again.
winning spirit going. Send them back to be a whole new crew.
Right.
Well, I heard that you have a new album.
They have to renovate.
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
It's out in, what's today? Everything's been a blur.
Yeah, you've been busy lately. Hey, today's the 17th, so you got
Today the 17th.
Already?
2 days, December 19th. New Style Blues 2 and New Style Blues Bring the Flow Back. But it's essentially gonna be 3 albums. Cause my original New Style Blues 1 is gonna be free on audio back.
3 albums. Okay. Do you have a song up from the? So is that Christmas Cheer?
Oh, Woosah.
Woosah.
And change it up, those 2.
Change it up. What's Woosah about?
Woosah is about relieving your stress. Maybe your way of doing it, but it's particularly my way.
Well, you know some people don't know.
Hate to say it, it's not good.
But, but it's about. So it's about relieving stress. So give me a lyric from the song. Do you know? You wrote it. You give me a lyric.
Okay. We go like this. Woosah, woosah, breathe in, breathe out, step up, step down, stay focused in your lane. Shut your mouth. Don't tell, don't lie. We in here, but don't cry. Just pray. No, I'm not.
Okay.
But that's it, man.
Buy
really
the
don't have
CD.
I really don't have to sing it in me, but just to promote it, I would say go to my YouTube. It is Smooth Beats, all one word. You can check out Woosah. We all got on Christmas gear because for real, the album is coming, man. And forget that. We talking about holiday cheer, man, because world, man, is crazy. So we can bring
Yeah.
bring
I mean, the
Christmas
world's nuts.
spirit.
We got a crazy president in the White House.
Man, I'm
it's
telling
all gone.
Everybody been singing it down, and I've been my spirit is right. So I'm trying to bring in my holiday spirit, jingle hat, bring it in a couple weeks early for the shoot first scene for holiday cheer.
Yeah,
That's gonna be on the that's just me and JP's new single. You can find that everywhere right now.
Well, what's the name of? You guys going to start a label? What's the name of the label going to be?
Our label is the Perfect Artist.
Yeah, that's right. Imperfect Artist. Okay. Oh, all right. Imperfect Artist.
Perfect Artist.
I like that name.
Yeah, I didn't want to do like. It's just good. Something that's true to me. But I know for a fact that I'm not.
I thought you were.
Try to do everything. No, I'm not.
I mean, that's
Still
impossible.
time is my call. The screaming devil, get off.
But if Justin's perfect, that's the lead.
Kick it.
Yeah. But you said, you said that you like football. Did you play football in high school?
Yeah. Yeah, I played.
And did you play a lot, or did you sit the bench, or what?
What position,
Man,
right?
I didn't play a lot. I was a little though, you know what I'm saying, in high school. And we had super talent for that. I mean, we were like a quarterback, you know, tailback. I mean, we're like 11-2. So, you know what I'm saying, we almost went to state championship. The team that we lost to actually beat us 4 seconds on the clock. Fourth down, 4th yard line, you know what I'm saying? Actually, he didn't get in the end zone. He got tapped before he got in the end zone. We were 1 by 2. And then he just happened to take the ball and just stuck it over there. And the game was so exciting.
You saw the loss
So the referees didn't know, they were so hype about it. They just called a touchdown and we ended up losing. They ended up playing the next semifinals and playing the next game and winning. But, yeah. So, I mean, I played receiver, no wide out, and I played free safety.
Free safety?
I did catch one. I did one have a great highlight, you know, in my life. Played against a team called Hampton, which is and I went to school in Prairie. This is in Arkansas, and I got a chance to actually kiss her. They ran a drag, you know, 10 yards down and drag it across the field. And I got a chance to kiss the ball in football. I was kissing the ball. You know, that was I think 1993.
You know, Ozzie Smith, huh?
Yeah, we couldn't. JT Johnson was up, he was the quarterback at the time. I was dragging across the end zone. He looked over there and I threw my hands up. He threw right there at the pipe. And I just looked. The other teammates was like, nah, you know. And, you know, the opposite team, opposing team. And, you know, the referee's like, nah, you got that. You know, they just started smiling. I was like, what? But it's kind of ironic because the team that we was playing, I think we beat them 33-9. Actually, it's my mom's hometown. You know, the team I played for was my dad's hometown. So I got a chance to showcase.
So
It
you
might
had
have
your,
been 93, it might have been
so you had your
94.
Jerry Rice moment, huh?
Had my Jerry Rice moment,
Wow.
but I mean, I enjoyed it. You know, I played since I was 7th grade.
Oh, okay.
I only didn't play 1 year, that was my 8th grade year.
Why not the 8th grade year? What happened? You discovered
Broke my
girls?
arm.
What happened?
Dislocated my arm playing basketball.
Oh,
So
so,
I didn't get hurt playing basketball, but did get hurt playing football.
so how'd you dislocate your arm playing basketball?
Oh.
You don't have to tell us if you
well,
don't want to.
No, I don't mind. It's just kind of drawn down, you know, it's kind of graphic. I come down the court, you know, bat, you know, bounce the ball and try to jump there and do, you know, spin around and lay it up. And somebody was standing next to me, and I think I hit their leg. Hit their leg, I feel sprayed on my arm, man. And
Get your valve.
straight to the hospital. I was out. I didn't play football my 8th grade year.
2 days, no homework.
We had a nice team. We had a really good team that year. So, like, especially 93. 94, we kind of went, I think, 10-3. We know it is kind of graduated and stuff. But yeah, so it was exciting. It was one of the highlights of, I guess you could say, of my life was sports.
Okay, did you play any other sports?
Yeah, I ran track.
Ran track?
Yeah.
Were you Jesse Owens?
No. We, our team actually, we won state championships. Track and field. I actually didn't run, you know what I'm saying, I didn't run in the state championship though. Because somebody else ended up running in my place. Yeah, he was fast though, he was a lot faster. So, and they ended up winning the state championship, but I was there through the regionals and through the season. And, yeah. And I weightlifted for my weight class.
Really?
I actually held the record. Trophy. Held the record. I think it got broke. Like
You held the record?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of
My
you.
weight class. You know,
Oh, in your weight class?
Yeah. But I
No,
held
no,
the
no
regional
Arnold
champ.
Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah. I guess, you know what I'm saying? The video was Schwarzenegger. A mini skinny on the Schwarzenegger.
A mini skinny up.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger.
Like I say, in high school, man, my 12th grade, I was like probably 114 pounds. I played football and everything, so I was in decent shape. I was in pretty good shape. I had a friend I used to work out with all the time. It's my brother, you know, my neighborhood. Back in the country, bring back the country people, country people. And we used to work out all the time, so I was able to, you know, sustain a lot of the hits.
So you didn't run track with the Paula Miller highlight in your hand, right?
No. But you know, across the line at that time it was probably around probably like Blue Bull or Old English.
Blue Bull, huh?
Yeah. That was
So
a
did
big
you play any
size.
sports?
You know what?
I was about liquor drinks
I
back then.
played everything and just didn't complete them. I went through all the challenges and everything. Played football, didn't complete. Wrestle, didn't complete. Karate, didn't complete. Drum, didn't complete. I did everything on this side. Just didn't complete it. Had too many choices. I was a young person with many, many choices. I had hobbies and didn't complete it. I put things together, I built stuff. I just had too many choices down there. Box, didn't complete them. Wrestle, everything. Just lift weights, didn't complete it. Soccer, track, swam, everything. Just no complete.
You was a Jim Thorpe, huh?
I just, whatever was going on with the season for the reason at that moment, you know, when the rest was sure, pay money. I was a young man with numerous opportunities, just to have that, you know, possibly maybe some figure behind me to say, finish this out, you know. And I was good, Flag football, you know, I was good. And just baseball, never completed. Just,
What
wow,
about you?
man.
What position did you play in baseball, man?
First base.
First base?
Oh, I forgot I played baseball too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What was it?
I played left field.
Left field? Dang. That's the sport I played. If you was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Baseball,
How many years did you
man.
play baseball?
I'm good at playing sports. I'm bad at looking at it. Yeah. But I played baseball, man. I almost grew up my whole life. I played all the way up until I got out of high school. Now that I'm grown, I probably want to join the softball league when my life, you know, level out.
They had kickball
and
now.
I get situated.
You ever saw those games?
Kickball?
Kickball games? You ever saw one?
My cousin.
Yeah, I used to play it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my cousin.
They look at it on now. Dogs from kickball. Boom. Now you catch. Oh, boom.
They have a
Everybody try
kickball.
to kick it over the fence.
They have a kickball league here in St. Louis.
Yeah. Yeah. Couple of them.
So where do they play?
Pretty serious. Matthew Dickey, anywhere in the field. Matthew Dickey's little field out there. Over on Bell Fountain Road and down for Chandler by the Bell Fountain Police Station. It's a field out there they play it. Yeah. Kickball.
All right. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to get back into the music, and we'll be talking to the Miller Brothers and Reverend Eric, I would say around about a little after 11:30. Right now, we're going to get into some jazz rap with Jazz Nova, Love, and You and I. Here's Jazz Nova on Jazz in the AM on KJazz on mycitymymusic.com. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Come on, man.
I'm going to interview you.
Oh, you gonna interview me?
You, yeah.
You like
Sit over there.
some training I ain't ready for.
Ah, it's a joke, man.
Man, I don't be like making it about me.